I know. Hello!
Hello there!
Thank you for joining us on Box Office Showdown.
Yes, I'm Justin.
I'm Miggy.
And good evening.
Hello.
Hello. Tonight we are talking about the SAG Awards, which that was last week, wasn't it?
Yeah,
this is the longest week. We're talking about the SAG Awards tonight. Yeah. Tomorrow is the Super Bowl. What does that mean for the relevancy of the show? Trailers.
Yep. What
movie trailers are they going to show? And lastly, that ridiculous Hobbs and Shaw trailer that came out yesterday. But it made my week. I am sorry. I'm not the biggest Fast and Furious fan. Sometimes I just think, what keeps this franchise alive? It's not Vin Diesel. That's for sure.
But here we are.
Shut up. But here we are.
Here we are.
So we're going to talk about that, and then me and Justin are going to pitch to you guys our ideas for what the next spinoff could be. That hasn't been already announced, so I hope you didn't do the all-female spinoff.
I did not.
Pitch. Okay, great.
Or the obvious one I think some folks would want to see. I got a weird choice, so hope you like it.
I think I did the obvious choice, but it's just like, how could you not?
No.
The probably the next most bankable character you could do.
People are showing up, so we have Ryan Earl Thomas, Genius Form Blur, Edward Sanchez Productions, Anna Miles. Thank you for showing up on this fine Saturday evening.
Anna Miles, I haven't seen you in a long time.
Okay, so should we talk about the
Oscar
big
season?
Game? Oh no, I'm sorry. You're right. Oscar season.
Oh, it's Oscar season, which means more news.
More news.
Everyone is over the Oscars. Nobody cares. What's funny to me is that the biggest complaint about the Oscars over the last several years was how long it was. Sometimes the ceremonies could go for up to 4 hours. I think that happened 1 year, or 3.5 hours.
Right.
People were just like, cut this thing down. What's the problem? What's the issue? And the issue might have been the hosts themselves and the corny bits that they do in between.
Who were the hosts that year again? Do you remember?
For the 3.5 hour? It might have been the one where Anne Hathaway and James Franco.
Oh yeah, that was pretty wild.
Hosted, and I could barely remember that ceremony. But a couple of news has come out. So for one thing, the union for the cinematographers are really pissed off because the Oscars are talking about airing that category during a commercial break or announcing the winner during a commercial break, which is so odd to me that that's the category that you're going to say we're not going to announce live. Being a DP on a film is basically being a co-director.
Yes.
A DP can make or break the film most of the time. So that is an egregious thing for them to do. Also, they caught fire for not doing all the Best Original Song performances live.
Right.
And remember we were talking about Jennifer Hudson last week and how her performance was great?
Yep.
I didn't know she was the one who sang for the RGB.
Yeah. No, I just found out about that this week as well.
RBG, yeah.
So it's going to be now, I guess they are going to do all 5 is the
Now they're going to do, they're at least going to do the Emily Blunt song. They're going to do Jennifer Hudson, Lady Gaga, Bradley Cooper were already in the can, and also Kendrick Lamar for All the Stars and SZA.
Nice. And I've even heard a rumor that they're going to there's talk of is it the full song? Will they do a truncated version of the song? Which they've done before, and I remember those years where we got a little short version of it. What's your thoughts on shortening the song performance?
I think that's great. I mean, maybe that's something you have to do. I haven't seen Mary Poppins. I can't comment, but you can comment on that song, whether that is a song that can be shortened or should be shortened. But the problem with shortening a performance of a song, you can't do that to Shallow. Because there's a whole meaning to the song. There's a beginning, a middle, and ends. But obviously there are some ways to kind of, I don't know. Unless you're doing just a complete score. It depends how they do it. And I'm sure, like you said, they have done it before and I haven't noticed. Yeah. But there are songs that are just too powerful. I think you could do that for All the Stars.
Yeah, I can see them shortening All the Stars. Yeah. I'm fine with that. I think you can shorten the Mary Poppins song. I think the majority of them can be shortened, but and even though I haven't seen a Star Is Born, I have heard of All Shallow, and where are you going to cut?
Yeah.
Like,
and you don't cut Lady Gaga.
No, you don't cut Lady Gaga
in that song. She's going to be so... That's like, you can't cut Lady Gaga. You cannot cut Jennifer Hudson. So...
And the idea of, like, not having Bradley Cooper sing on stage... Just to not do that, you know what I mean? Like, that's just a waste. So it's like, so where?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't want to be the person who's in charge of that, if that's the case.
But what's funny is that everyone just, like, air the whole ceremony. Just air the whole damn thing. And it's like, you can't win with the crowd. So even though I agree that some stuff couldn't be cut. I mean, I think you believed in them doing all of the original songs on air. I was against that. I don't really care.
That's fine.
I don't need a concert or several concert performances in my award ceremony. And I'm sure if you're somebody who is attending this ceremony as well, you definitely don't want to sit through that. I think
this is where it's... The only reason I guess I can advocate it now is, like, I mean, what else are you going to fill the time with other than...
Going to that open bar in the back, you know?
But I can't
so
go to
the Vanity Fair party. I mean,
come on. I can't go to an open bar. I'm the person who's got to sit through this thing.
Listen,
sing to me. You know?
I'm that old person. I'm like, oh, come on, the Vanity Fair party's not even open until 11 o'clock p.m. I should be in bed. I got to make an appearance. Come on, this is bullshit. So that's the updated news. I actually saw 2 of the Best Picture nominees since we last met.
Oh, great.
I saw BlacKkKlansman.
Okay.
And last night I saw The Favorite. Both wackadoo, crazy movies. I want to see, and I forgot his last name, but Yorgos, who directed The Favorite. I want to see his other films because that was strange.
And the hilarious part about The Favorite is that's considered to be his most, like...
tame film,
and the one that most people get, like, that's like a good introduction.
Yeah.
So it only gets wilder when you check out the other ones.
That ending was just like, I was like, wait, did they just end that?
Yeah.
Did it just end like that? What is this? It had like a Kubrick, David Lynch kind of a feel to it. I'm just like,
it's like, that's a perfect description of that movie. It's like if Kubrick and Lynch just went and like made a weird black comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
BlacKkKlansman, great. And I know we spoke on Twitter how John David Washington should have gotten more attention for that role. And in my opinion, I don't know why Adam Driver was pushed to the forefront. And he had all the backing for the awards campaign.
I mean, no, I 100% agree. And I like Driver. You've admitted to liking Driver. It's not like I don't like him in the movie.
Exactly.
It's just that, like, I've seen him be more compelling in other films. I've seen him really stretch it in other movies.
Yeah.
And he's really good here, but this is John's show.
Yeah.
And, like, the fact that he didn't get it is so weird to me. He's so good in this movie.
I think he got one for the major stuff, because I know they have a lot of these critics award nominations, but for the Critics' Choice Awards, I think he did get some recognition there, which was good. But BlacKkKlansman, deservedly so, getting the Best Director, Best Pick nomination. That ending montage, that was a great choice by Spike Lee. That brought me to tears because it is just crazy, and the civil rights movement, that didn't end too long ago, guys. Was it 50 years ago at this point, 60 years ago? And we're still dealing with it today.
It's a reminder. That ending, like, really just kind of tied everything together, and it just, like, showed you, like, this is not ending in the way that you guys think it does. And no, I love that movie. It was my second favorite movie of that year. I'm glad you got to see it.
I got those phone calls. He's talking to David Duke. He's like, you don't talk like a black man. The way you pronounce your R's.
Oh my God, that scene.
I definitely recommend you guys to see BlacKkKlansman, The Favorite. So I guess I have to see Green Book, which I don't really want to see that. Vice, and I think there's one more I haven't seen.
I mean, are you gonna try Bohemian before? Are you gonna?
If I can get someone's screener, I'm not giving one penny, not even Redbox, or if I get a free DVD night code.
That's exactly my feeling on that. Absolutely.
They love throwing up pictures of Rami Malek. But the SAG Awards was a little bit of a shit show in a way that in a way that this is supposed... We spoke about this last week. Right. This was supposed to tell us what was going to happen Oscars night. And it just went by the wayside. For one, Black Panther won Best Ensemble, which for the SAG, that's basically Best Picture.
Right.
Nobody saw that coming.
No. I mean, I mean, especially if you looked at the rest of that list. I mean, I guess so. I mean, it's the one where they had the most interaction out of any of them, you know? It's the one that feels like an ensemble in comparison to the rest on that list, but
Right.
it's interesting.
Yeah, no, because I was looking at the rest of the nominees. I was like, this is not a good selection.
Yeah, no. So if you have to pick,
Yeah,
I guess
if you had to pick.
it's Black Panther.
Yeah, we'll do Black Panther. Did you have any shockers of the night? Any favorite moments of that? Excuse me. That's Excuse me.
It's okay.
Jeez.
I think I just saw it briefly. Did you pull out the stunt one real quick? I think you did the stunt for SAG. Was that correct? I think I might have seen that wrong.
Outstanding cast. Oh, and then so outstanding performance by a female actor went to Emily Blunt, who's not even nominated for an Oscar.
Yeah. For A Quiet Place, which I'm actually kind of glad for. Again, I liked her as Mary Poppins, but I think A Quiet Place is a little bit more showcases more of the challenge of that film. Yeah, for sure. Oh, thank you. So ensemble television series.
Who was it?
It's Glow. That makes sense. That makes sense.
You think so?
Yeah, I think so. Did you watch
Daredevil? Well, no, I haven't watched Glow, but so I'm asking your opinion over like Daredevil.
I think over Daredevil. Yeah, I think it's a little like Daredevil. Like fight scenes are great and all, but I think there's a lot more. Glow kind of like it's wrestling, and the fact you have to try to make wrestling look even painful. In the professional circuit and in the film and in the TV circuit, I think it's still very impressive. So I can give it to them for that one.
Okay. What's a shame about like this category with the female actors is that Emma Stone and Rachel Weisz like cancel each other out, and they it's a shame. They both deserve the nomination. They were so good. I need to see that movie again. So yeah, those were a couple of the shockers. Emily Blunt winning and Black Panther winning because Black Panther is not at the forefront of the Best Picture Oscar game.
Yep.
Emily Blunt's not even nominated, so we'll have to see what happens on February 24th. Very interested to see.
Oh, this is the stunt one for the feature film. That's interesting. I mean, I Black Panther over Mission Impossible? How do you feel about that?
Mission Impossible is not given enough love.
I feel like if it's going to win anything, that should have gone to Mission Impossible.
Yeah.
What was that last one we just saw? Best supporting actor. Which feelings on? I mean,
Mahershala, yeah, he's gonna sweep that. That's his category. There are only a few categories that are a lock. So I think it's Glenn Close for female actor, and I think it is Mahershala for supporting actor. I think those are locks. Wait, Emily Blunt. Oh no, this is a SAG. I thought this was the Oscar nominations. So I think those are definitely a lock. Very happy to see Darren Criss win for Assassination of Gianni Versace. It's a show I recommend, but there are a lot of trigger warnings for this show. It's very dark. It's even dark for me. I had to stop for a few months and then restart the series back again.
Sandra Oh, another win for Sandra Oh.
I'm really happy for Sandra Oh to close out their TV award season. So this was the last. I don't know why Robin Wright was nominated for House of Cards. Season 6 was trash. Okay, and that's all I'm gonna say about that. Oh my god, I hated it. But my favorite speech of the night was Patricia Arquette's.
Oh,
first where she was like, "Everybody, you guys need to check your time cards because they're not trying to pay you for meal penalties and overtime." And then she was like, big ups to Robert Mueller. Like, thank you and good night.
That was good. Yeah.
She makes some great speeches. And she brings out her old lady glasses sometimes. And I love it. I love it. Patricia Arquette, ladies and gentlemen. So I think that's all the award season news that we have for you so far. Yeah. Again, we're doing our own mini Oscar ceremony on the 23rd, which is the day before the Oscars, which is the night of the Razzies. And I think we're going to have a little thing where you guys can also make your Oscar predictions, and we'll make that into a little contest. So more details will be coming out on the THS Facebook page there. On to the next news. Justin.
Okay, is it Super Bowl time? Is it the game? The big game?
Super Bowl time. The Rams versus the Patriots. But movie buffs, who cares about that?
I don't watch the Super Bowl for the game. The game is the commercial for the commercials.
There you go. There you go. Let's talk about what movie trailers are most likely to premiere during the Super Bowl. And this is a long game. This is about a 3.5 hour with the halftime show game, close to 4 hours. We have a stacked 2019 slate. A lot of anticipated movies.
So it looks like possible Aladdin trailer.
Okay.
Which makes sense. It's probably due for like a fuller trailer with Will Smith as the genie on camera.
Do you think they're gonna show the CGI genie part, or when he's like in his human disguise?
Like that movie's coming out. That movie's coming out soon, isn't it? Like it's coming. Like it's coming out in June. They gotta have something ready. So I feel like
it's coming out May 24th.
Even shorter. We might get a glimmer of that CGI. Or
maybe they just want to keep people talking and bitching.
I mean, that's up to Disney. They can do it.
Alita Battle Angel, which is actually getting really, really good reviews.
It is, yeah. And it makes sense for them to try to pull a Super Bowl commercial, because I don't think the talk and the excitement is matching the reviews right now.
Yeah. Already like smear pieces coming out.
Ew, really?
Yeah.
Reals?
Like it's gonna lose a bunch of money, which I think film analysts are just gathering that based on the fact that the release date has been pushed a couple times. This was supposed to come out last year.
I remember that, and that's always a big, like, obviously a flag. And we, like, oh, that movie's not gonna do well, or that movie's not gonna look good, or. But it's also a weird case where I'm like, yeah, but. Sometimes we're wrong on that. And sometimes the movie really legitimately does need that extra time to get it right. And it sounds like Alita might have been doing that.
Sure, or trying to find its place, because I think it was moved last year because of another movie. I just forgot which one that was.
It was going to be a December release, I remember that. And maybe just they didn't feel like, a holiday movie.
Aquaman was coming out.
And we all know how that ended up.
And something else came out too in December that was pretty big. But yeah, no, you're right. But I'm not sure if they're going to release another, like a newer Alita trailer. They might show one, of course, but I don't think that's going to be a big premiere.
No, if anything, the trailer that'll be with if there was going to be any Alita thing at Super Bowl, it's just a reminder, one more chance at Fox to go, hey!
Yeah, and of course, because it's airing on Fox.
Right. So, 100%. So it's like, hey, remember? Try to, if you don't know, it's coming out!
It's here. We'll have those little, the banners at the bottom there, the little blurby bottom.
Don't be afraid of the big-eyed girl. She's cool. Please watch our movie.
It looks interesting. I'm going to see it. I like Robert Rodriguez, James Cameron's work. So
I'm a big fan of theirs, too. So, and I'm kind of looking forward to Robert Rodriguez kind of stretching out of his usual comfort zone on this one. It's not a usual Robert Rodriguez production. I think he's even said, like, I'm trying to make a James Cameron movie.
Yeah.
So we'll see how this goes.
There's some debate, like, whose film is it really? Who did more of the work, and that whole behind the scenes drama.
That kind of echoes the Tobe Hooper Poltergeist thing. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about? Like, is it Tobe Hooper's movie or is it Spielberg's movie? Yeah.
Exactly. And just keep note that I think this is one of 3 of the last Fox banner films that are coming out this year before the acquisition that's allegedly taking place in June.
That is weird.
So weird. Speaking of Fox, Dark Phoenix needs a trailer. It needs another trailer.
Yeah.
It needs a longer trailer. But something weird is going on with Dark Phoenix and the marketing machine. I don't know if you noticed, but on Twitter, there was just a flood of people praising the film. Like, they went to a private screening, and then, this is the best movie. Oh, the fight between Phoenix and Storm was so badass, and just, it was kind of weird. The way that was just being pushed out. Then the next day, it came to pass that was fake. So there was no private screening, and it was just a bunch of people posting it for some reason.
No, and that's like, I always smell BS when I keep reading that. I'm like, well, what's the source? Who's saying that? What screening is this? Why would they, wouldn't they be like, it just didn't feel like, no, that can't be real. And it's right now we legitimately don't know what this movie is going to end up being.
No, it's too soon for any press screenings, and test screenings are done because they're done reshoots, and I doubt they would go in for a second round of reshoots. It is what it is at this point.
No, 100%, because especially the reason the delay is like the reshoots after the initial test screening is the big part of the delay. Is like, hey, most of your big stars are big stars.
Yeah, and they're busy. It's like, come on, I'm not waiting around for you. What is the chat saying there?
Okay, the chat is... Okay, so... Josh, Dark Phoenix could just go away. That'd be cool, too.
Do the Michael Scott.
Tokyo Kids, Dark Phoenix doesn't need a trailer. It needs a reboot.
Damn, harsh
cold. Words. Genius Form Blur actually suggests an It Chapter 2 trailer, would be,
Yes!
and I would love that.
Yes.
Love that.
Yes. I would be very surprised. You just reminded me about that. I was going to scroll through the 2019 releases.
Mm-hmm.
It's been done filming since last fall,
Yeah.
beginning of last fall. So there's been no teaser.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing whatsoever. I'm
very excited
Yeah,
for Chapter 2.
that.
I love that first one so much, and
Lego Movie 2.
I can see that.
It'll definitely run, but we're trying to pitch what's going to be the big world premiere. The last Fox film, let's talk about New Mutants.
Yeah.
Because if anything was going to come out and indicate that this movie is going to be released, it would have to be during the Super Bowl, especially because it's airing on the Fox network.
Right.
What is going on with New Mutants?
It sounds... Oh, gosh. And I feel like... I feel bad because it sounds like director Josh Boone had an approach, and it was an audacious approach, and I was kind of down to try it out. And then, like, I guess again, much like Dark Phoenix, more reshoots.
Yeah.
And
because, again, busy actors.
And, like, I guess supposedly around August we might get it. There was a wild rumor going around that Hulu bought the movie from Fox. And, like...
I could see it happening.
Yeah?
I think it's gonna have to go the streaming service, or whether that's gonna be Disney's streaming service or Hulu or Redbox, which I don't know why. I want to know why.
Like I was like, it's interesting because Josh Boone's gonna have The Stand, CBS series coming up for the all access like streaming channel, so it's not like he's hurting for a gig, but there is a word going around that he is at least finishing up New Mutants, so I'm like, but what's that movie gonna be for him? You know, is it like Gareth Edwards saying he's finishing up Rogue One, but despite the fact that there's a bunch of word that Tony Gilroy actually came in to redo a lot of that film, but it was Gareth Edwards doing all the promotion. I think New Mutants and Dark Phoenix will be the exact same thing. They'll be, in terms of the fact that they'll be what they are when they came out. Would they be the movie they intended on being in the beginning? Probably not. So. Normally,
I wouldn't worry about this because, hell, like, a lot of times movies aren't released for a few years after they filmed, that's not out of the ordinary.
Yeah.
But the fact that we have this merger looming it's like, what happens to future plans? What happens to these movies that are in flux that have been shot? So we know that the Aliens franchise is basically dead for now.
Yeah.
Which is a shame. I was looking forward to where what's his face, Sir Ridley Scott was going with this, and I want to see more creepy Fassbender robot action.
Yeah, no, fair. He's my favorite thing in these new movies. Yeah,
so I'm really disappointed about that. Somebody asked something. Do you think New Mutants would come up before the merger is finished? No. Oof. Because allegedly the merger is going to happen in June, and the release date for New Mutants is August, right?
Yeah, supposedly
does
August.
It have a release date?
It's kind of tentatively August.
Because they've been moving their slate around and taking things off. Okay, so 7 hours ago, Heroic Hollywood says Josh Boone currently in post-production on the New Mutants.
Yeah, I guess we'll see.
6 hours ago, comicbook.com says New Mutants reshoots reportedly underway. So yeah, August 2nd, 2019.
Okay.
We'll see.
How do you feel about the possibility of a Toy Story 4 trailer?
Oh my god, I don't want to cry. I'm probably going to be so drunk. Oh my god. Oh, Toy Story. Toy Story means a lot to me, and I think Toy Story 3 ended in a beautiful way.
Yeah.
I don't even know what the plot is about. I didn't look up anything about this movie. I want to be surprised. I think that's a heavy possibility as well, because of course they're going to want to get into the younger demographics there. So, hey, put this in parents' mind, and
and probably the parents themselves are like, when's that Toy Story 4 coming out?
We're those people I'm talking about. I mean, I don't have a child, but
I'm old enough to know, like, I'm also stoked for a Toy Story 4.
I'm like those older people that have kids. I'm like, wait a minute, I'm kind of in that demographic now. No.
I'm like with you. I think when they said that like they are gonna do a fourth one, I'm like, I don't know where are you gonna go with it? Like I kind of think 3 was a perfect ending.
Can you top a murderous teddy bear? No, you can't do it.
Can you top the moment you made me convinced that you were actually gonna kill them?
My God! I'm like Janice. Oh my god. No, that is emotional manipulation of an audience. That is, I hate that shit. I was so upset.
2 seconds, I'm like, you're gonna do it.
Oh my god. Star Wars Episode 9 trailer.
Doubt it.
I think it's gonna happen.
You think it's gonna happen?
This is gonna be this is like the anchor to the whole thing here. This is the event, I would say.
I'm saying doubt it because I don't want to be disappointed.
By the trailer?
That it's not gonna show up.
Hold your hand.
It's like it's like I thought it was gonna be here. No.
I think it premiered 2 years ago, Super Bowl for Episode 8. I think that's when Episode 8 first premiered.
Maybe. I think you're right. I know Celebration's coming. So there's a good chance they might even hold off till Celebration, which is what they did for Force Awakens.
Yeah.
Hey, if it shows up, cool. I'll take it.
I think there's a 98% chance it's going to happen. Joker.
That would be an interesting...
A teaser at least.
At least. That would be an interesting place to drop it, though. That would be pretty interesting.
Detective Pikachu.
I think that'd be brilliant. Do it.
They definitely need more buzz and more good promotion for Detective Pikachu. Some people are freaking out over it. I don't know why. Listen, this is the first time I ever liked Pikachu. I was like, this is my jam. Yes.
I think for the hardcore Pokemon fan, when that first trailer came out, the buzz was like huge. So it would not be a bad call to do a Super Bowl trailer to go, hey, don't forget us, we're still coming.
Yeah.
You know.
The Lion King. A full trailer, because we only got that teaser.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah, I get.
So the I don't know what to call it. CGI. Yeah, CGI. So good.
Well, it just got me like hearing James Earl Jones again, hearing that song again. Like, yeah, if you want to show off what different you're gonna do besides it being CGI, realistic CGI. Yeah, now would be the time. I would be super stoked to see more Lion King for sure. Sonic the Hedgehog. You think they'll do that?
Oh my god, Sonic the Hedgehog! Wait, is this done filming? I know James Marsden was doing this for some reason.
I mean, do we have?
I have to see what a live action Sonic look like.
Because with the poster all came out and everyone freaked out, and it's like, what's up with those legs, Sonic the Hedgehog?
This is perfect. Wait, is this teaser trailer real?
No, probably not.
Okay,
probably not.
November 8th, 2019.
So we'll see.
Detective Pikachu, and then they're gonna do Sonic back to back.
Oh my god!
Crazy.
No, if they do that, and then Lion King, like someone who wrote U.S. Dutch Kitty 84 wrote. I care more about Detective Pikachu than Lion King. I'm a 90s kid. Imagine if they did Sonic, Detective Pikachu, and then Lion King.
Lion King. I see it. Attack us with the nostalgic factor. That's the marketing strategy.
That is horrifying.
What in the world?
Is that online?
That's the live action. That's the concept art.
Okay, it's confirmed, folks. We can tell you that right now. That is officially that is real production art.
Oh.
That is official. That is real. You can quote me on that in this episode. That is real. Can't wait for it.
There better be chili dogs like the cartoon. Hell yeah. Veggie chili dogs.
I know Ben Schwartz is voicing Sonic.
Yeah, Jim Carrey's Dr. Eggman.
Yeah.
That's gonna be amazing.
Live action Dumbo. What are your thoughts on
what?
On this in general? Do you think they'll do a Super Bowl?
I never watched Dumbo because I was scared that the elephant was gonna be killed. Because listen, Disney is just like
it's got a history of that.
Yeah, they kill parents and they hurt animals. I don't want to see that.
Family friendly.
A flying live action elephant? I don't know.
Have you seen the trailers? Any of the trailers yet? No.
There's a trailer.
There is a trailer for sure out.
Okay.
I don't know.
I don't think they need to give the live action treatment to everything. I don't need to see a live action Little Mermaid. No. We don't need a live action Dumbo. Avengers Endgame.
Probably.
I'm gonna run out of the room if they show me. I'm sorry. I don't want to see any more trailers for Avengers, but I can see this happening because April's coming up really fast.
Yeah.
So they need to release something.
I remember the Super Bowl that had the Avengers trailer that one year.
For the
first Avengers, yeah. And I remember I was at a Super Bowl party and you can tell it was a party of folks who like football, but we're also at the end of the day nerds. So when the Avengers trailer popped up, everyone's like, "Shut up!
Quiet, everybody!
Quiet!"
Oh, I hate that. But yeah, sometimes I am that person. That's why I turn the subtitles on.
Oh.
Hobbs and Shaw trailer.
They're probably gonna put that for
again?
sure.
Yeah.
I hear
there's already a new one.
There's a Super Bowl.
I don't want to see the new one. I'm gonna see. Listen,
like,
if you sold me on your first trailer, that's all I need to see.
Let's talk a bit about the Hobbs and Shaw trailer that dropped into this week.
So guys, just let us know what trailers you think that are going to be shown at the Super Bowl.
Don't forget the super chat so we can read your suggestions and your comments and your questions.
Yes.
So okay.
Kate, you suck. I just read your comment. All right. Now let's move on to Hobbs and Shaw. Take it away, Justin, as the biggest Fast and Furious franchise fan of all time in that hashtag show. The only Filipino fan in the group.
Dude, someone's being called out, and I don't think it's me. Me and Jez are a big fans of Fast and the Furious. No,
Jezzer thinks this is the best franchise in film history.
Prove me otherwise. How many Lethal Weapons did we get?
Lethal Weapon? That's what you have to compare it to?
We didn't get up to 8. Fast and Furious is like horror movie lengths now. We're at this point. There's like 10 Jason movies, or 11 now, right? 12?
Yeah, no, there's like 12.
12. No, they need to do one more, don't they?
They have to do one more, yeah.
That just hit me. Anyway, when they announced a spinoff movie with those two, I didn't know what to make of it. I'm like, I guess if you want to, but after seeing that trailer, I'm like, yeah.
I was sold.
I'm in.
Because they both have charisma. Jason Statham's very funny, which I didn't expect that. The first time I saw his comedic chops was in Spy. He had me dying.
He is super funny in Spy. I agree.
So funny. You know, The Rock can carry a film.
Yeah.
And he's just chewing the scenery in this Fast franchise. He's just like making all these Arnold Schwarzenegger quips. It's just great.
I got a question for you.
Okay.
Hobbs and Shaw is a spin-off franchise movie thing now. Do you think, are we at a point now where you just can't do this originally anymore? Like, you just can't pitch a movie like Hobbs and Shaw without a franchise connection? Is that where we officially are at?
Yeah. I mean, we're at the era of reboots and remakes, and we were all having this conversation offline. Oh, now he's convinced now that there should be a spinoff without him. Tyrese. We should have him call in one day. Give it. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be so good. But yeah, like you were saying, like, you know, they're rebooting 90210. They're rebooting. I heard Gossip Girl, which ended 5 minutes ago. But I think it's more so because we are not in the era of movie stars anymore. There's very few people who can carry the box office. I think if it was Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson headlining an original film, sure, that's easier to pitch to investors and such.
Right.
But of course, I don't know if Fast and Furious, this being attached to Fast and Furious, is what's helping it, or just these two characters and these two actors. I
mean, a little bit of both, honestly. You know, like the fact that it's a character that an audience is already, if you're into the Fast and Furious movies, you've already grown to really like The Rock in those movies.
Yes. He definitely revitalized the franchise.
Oh, no, for sure. And then, like, when you think of Jason Statham, again, it's weird because he was the villain in one of these movies.
People are so pissed.
And, like, he swapped over to be the lead in this one, which is so comic booky, it's not even funny. Like, I mean, like, this is X-Men all over again for me.
God, that was ridiculous.
You know, like Sabretooth was one of the, Wolverine's worst enemies, and then he just eventually became a member of a team.
Because they're half brothers.
Yeah. He's my dad, psych, he's my brother, psych. So, I like... Love you. But no, like... It's so ridiculous, but yeah, I think it is. I think even, truth be told, even like The Rock alone isn't even enough, to be honest. Like, think of Skyscraper.
Skyscraper made money, dude.
But like,
it made money.
It made money for sure, but no one's really talking about Skyscraper.
No, but please, the studio doesn't care about
it. That's fair. That's
also,
fair.
you're talking about it right now.
That's true. Touche.
But I will bring it up as it was ridiculous.
I'm talking about it as a comparison, but you did shoot that. Yeah. You are correct on that, though. How about Baywatch though? That did bomb. And that was.
I don't think Baywatch bombed. Did Baywatch bomb?
I thought Baywatch bombed.
But Rampage definitely did.
Rampage bombed for sure.
Rampage did not bomb.
Did Rampage not bomb?
The Rock box office. There's not going to be a sequel to the Rampage. Stop it. The budget was 69 million, and it made 177. So
for Baywatch.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's not saying if it's worldwide or domestic.
Okay.
It's not that bad.
It's not that bad, but it's like I'm just saying, like The Rock.
I get your point.
Yeah, The Rock alone isn't, and I like The Rock. Don't get me wrong. I'll get excited for a movie he's in because sometimes the thing is that he gets excited.
Yeah.
And like I think that comes through.
He is a great marketer, and that's why these studios like taking him on because he will put you all over his social media. And I don't think he asks for too much more money to do that.
Right.
But
right.
just think of the movies you just mentioned: Rampage, Skyscraper, Baywatch. You don't think any of these movies would have been made without The Rock attached to it?
To be fair, that's true. Like Baywatch was. They kept trying to make a Baywatch movie for years. And
since we were kids.
Yeah. No. And there was like, always kept hearing like, oh, this person was going to do it and this person was going to do it. It did take The Rock to finally get that thing to happen. So, all right. I'll
and Zac Efron.
Yeah. This movie, that's the thing, the last couple pictures we've been seeing has been like The Rock's character, like with all these like Samoan like badasses. And I'm like, my brain is still like, at what point? How does that happen in the movie? How do we get there? It looks like it's a crazy.
Why is he taking pictures of all these random women?
They're in the movie.
Hobbs and Shaw?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So how excited are you about this film? Scale of 1 to 10. What did you think about the trailer?
It looked.
Can we win the trailer?
It looked crazy. Like when I'm watching the beginning, I knew Idris Elba was the villain. Yeah. I knew that. I was already sold on that. Whew. But when he goes like, I am an enhanced human with cybernetic...
Yes,
like,
you are,
and I'm
Idris. Like, yes, you are.
I was like,
right,
well... First off, yes. But second off, like, wait. So you're a cyborg? This is a thing we do in these movies now?
The Rock threw a missile the last movie.
Yeah, and that's where my brain went,
Go anywhere now.
Like, I was like telling, like there was 5 cars that stopped a missile in, like, on top of ice, so...
Cars beating airplanes on tarmacs.
You know what? Screw it. Yeah, bring a cyborg in.
Where else can we go?
I just need... Now it's like, you have no choice. You have to put him in space. You have to...
I loved the Twitter going off and the memes and stuff. Like, next Fast and Furious in space, hands down.
Hands down. I pitched to some of the other hosts of Hashtag that, like, this is how you bring back the Universal Studio monsters. It's a race.
Oh my god.
The Mummy, the Wolfman, Dracula, Racing, Toretto, and the rest of the gang. It's wacky racers, but it's hard.
Wacky racers.
That's how you fix that, Frank. Screw Tom Cruise and the Mummy. The Mummy races The Rock.
Oh my! And that's something we're gonna have to address next week with Blumhouse taking over Universal Monsters. We should also talk about the Batman Beyond movie whole thing, but I know there is the Super News Network.
Which actually ended up being false. Yeah. They're not working on it. But
I'm going to tell you, this Hobbs and Shaw movie is going to break $1 billion. Hands down. It's probably going to be the fastest movie to break up. I hope it's good.
It might be the most furious movie to win that.
Oh my god. I can't even. But this was genius, and I just recently tweeted, I was like, people just need to just shut up about Han already.
Nope.
Number 1. No, I'm sorry. And you probably saw that, and I was thinking to myself, Justin's going to have a problem with this.
I saw that, and I scoot it on by and let you have your opinion.
When Giselle died in Fast, spoiler alert. Guys, when we do the box office showdown, there's a spoiler alert blanket on here. Okay. When Giselle died, what was it, Fast 6?
Fast 6, yeah.
No one gave 2 fucks at the end. They're having a barbecue. Give me my Corona with my family, East LA, okay? Nobody cared.
They did. They were like, hey, Han, you all right?
They're just partying. Han's at the end of the table.
They had their grieving pre-barbecue.
He was just like, Vin Diesel, apparently, I didn't see Fast 2, 3, and 4. Vin Diesel apparently dated this woman in Fast 4. Is that true?
They were like, it was like a flirtatious cup-like thing. Yeah. Like,
okay.
Yeah, but he was still still loving. Still like, even in death, he was still loving Michelle Rodriguez's character.
Right.
So yeah.
But my point is, I mean, even if he had a flirt, he didn't even have the decency to mention her by name at the end. It's just like, big ups to the people oh, we lost. And that might have been Vin Diesel not remembering characters' names. I'm just telling you.
It's like the last day of the
like,
shoot.
We're gonna go home.
He was like 5 beers in.
Like he's not gonna be able to say Giselle today. So let's just wrap it up.
I'm just listen. It's like
And listen,
Shaw killed Han. We all know that.
Yes. All right, one more point. Then I'm gonna let you do your counter.
Whoa, wait. We got
Super
chat.
Chat.
Thank you, Ryan Earl Thomas.
What does Ryan say?
Did you know there was a Fast and Furious anime called You're Under Arrest?
Are you serious?
That is not true.
Take it away, Justin.
There's an anime called You're Under Arrest. It has nothing to do with Fast and the Furious.
Ryan, why are you trying to start shit?
Ryan, don't lie.
Is it similar? I haven't seen this anime. Is it very similar?
No, it's like 2 cops and like.
This is Hobbs and Shaw, y'all.
It's like two female cops. That's it. That's the anime. Like I don't know. I mean, it's a good anime. You should probably watch it. So.
Thank you for the super chat there, Ryan. And just my last point. Hobbs didn't know Han. And he doesn't really want to work with Shaw.
Hobbs
No.
knew. Okay, to be fair, in the trailer,
He has no emotional connection to him.
Okay. That's fine. But at the same time, Shaw still got away with killing Han. Thank you for that.
Did he get away? He went
Justice
to jail.
for Han.
He went to jail for like 6 months.
I think we're more bothered with
white privilege.
I think we're more... Fair, actually, I'll give you that. But I think we're more bothered by the fact that the rest of the gang is like, yo, why are you all
That
cool?
is weird. A spoiler for Fast 8, because there was like a scene where Jason Statham's character died or got shot, but it's like, no! It's like, you guys just hated each other 3 scenes ago.
See, that's where we're all weirded out by. Okay, fine. You got a point. Hobbs didn't know Han. I get that. So why is the rest of everyone going like, hey, Shaw, see you later? What?
They don't care. This is what happened with Giselle. They don't care. They only care if it's like Brian and Mia and Dom and Lynette. Is that her name?
Letty.
Letty. I was like,
Toku Kid says they forgave Shaw, let him join the crew. Han deserves... Right? Right, Toku?
Listen, Han ran a red light. So this is what happens when you
Shaw ran him over.
When you break the law.
Shaw ran him over.
And you disobey traffic laws. That's what could happen to you. Jason Statham could just T-bone you.
Han was one of the best drifters in Tokyo. My goodness.
Come on. What's the greatest moment? Not at the end of Fast 6 when you saw the death scene. That crunching through with Jason Statham.
I will say that was, I do remember like freaking out.
Everyone in the theater was like,
what the?
So I didn't see Tokyo Drift, so they didn't show the aftermath of that accident, or was that at the end, or
no? It's kind of one of those.
Does it tie?
It's cleanly.
Like,
what's that?
Does it tie cleanly together the way that happened?
It does tie. It does. I will admit they do tie pretty cleanly, but it is definitely a case after the death of Han. It's like. The main character in Tokyo Drift is like, no, and then we just cut to him doing another big race and getting revenge for Han.
So nobody cared about Han, basically.
Oh, he cared.
Decency for Han, but
I cared about Han. Look at all these people.
I'm talking about the people in the movie.
Han is great. Justin, don't let her. I am 100% on that.
I'm talking about the movie people.
Toku Kid, Han is great. I am agreeing with that.
That's great. Don't let her forget it. I'm not saying Han wasn't great. I said he broke some laws. And
they all broke laws.
But they were faster than Han. If Han would have just pressed the gas pedal a little bit harder.
But were they more furious than Han?
No.
There we go.
No.
Wait, hold on. I just always want to bring this up. By the time we always get to a new Fast movie and I see where the franchise has gone, I always want to remind people, like, hey, remember when they started off with just them stealing DVDs? Remember how this started back in the days?
Yeah, simple undercover cop, and now everybody's kicking ass MMA style.
I will say 7 is the movie where I'm watching them fight a drone in LA, and I'm sitting there going like, maybe we went too far.
Just a little too far.
We're going a tad far.
I think it is quite impressive how they work these characters. And how they did Fast 3. Kind of, because I heard it was supposed to be this large buffer in case Vin Diesel wanted to come back.
That's right.
To the franchise, so they kind of want to just throw that in the far future. And then they kind of like did the prequel movies very nicely.
Yeah.
And especially intertwining it with Han's death. So
it is kind of neat that they ran with it, and then the franchise just kind of got bigger because of it.
What is this hashtag?
Whoa!
Stop it!
Whoa!
I don't hate Han. Even though he's trying to do a Brad Pitt and Ocean's 11 type thing, I don't hate Han. I'm just saying. Nobody cared about Giselle dying. Now she's Wonder Woman. So, bam. Who's Han? Is he Nightwing? No.
Can I get Han in Wonder Woman 3?
That would be so cute.
That would be cute.
That would be cute.
I would be down for that.
But, Justin,
yes.
So they want to make multiple spin-offs of Fast and Furious. So I thought it would be a cool idea if we pitched our own Fast and Furious spin-offs that's not already in development.
Okay.
This could be as crazy and wacky as you can make it. Because, again, like you said, they're doing a superhero aspect of it. You know, they got to get the suit off Idris. I'm looking forward to that scene. So
okay, all right. Well,
tell me what you got.
All right, in development. Let's just get this out of the way. The ones are in development for sure is an all-female cast version of Fast and Furious, which could be a cool way to bring Eva Mendes's character back. She had a brief cameo in 5 in the end credits sequence, so that would be a good way to bring her in, and any other female actors that are still alive in the franchise.
Yeah, right.
Or find out that Giselle is alive and Han is great.
Sure, the plane was going like 800 miles an hour.
There's no body. There's a chance.
That's true. Isn't that that's a movie rule?
We're at a point where there's a cyborg villain.
Who's this?
That's Isa Gonzalez, right? So because she's going to be. This is a shot from Baby Driver, but she is going to be in Hobbs and Shaw.
Okay.
So if her character's alive at the end of Hobbs and Shaw, she can join this franchise in that spinoff. So that's one in development. But you're asking ones that aren't in development.
Sure, but yeah, to your point with the spinoff too, and that was born and bred from Michelle Rodriguez threatening to quit the franchise if they did. And more power to her because she was absolutely correct about it, and they were just like, no, you're our female selling point here. If they did do the spinoff, what actors would you like to see sign on that's not already in this franchise?
Okay, for which one? An all-female one? Okay,
just one.
Okay. All right, I can do...
As a villain or a protagonist?
Sandra Bullock.
Oh.
Just figure that out right now.
Okay.
She did drive a bus.
She did? She's got qualifications.
She's got qualifications. She drove a bus 55
in
miles
Los Angeles. Oh my, that movie is pure fictional. When I went out to LA, I was like, lies.
What freeway was that clear?
I know. Yeah, no.
If you say the 405, I know you're lying.
Yeah.
LA jokes.
Insider jokes. Oh, LA people.
How about you?
Female.
Bird Box meets FF battles.
I would like to see. I ask these questions I don't even have an answer to myself. I would like to see. Who would I like to see? Ooh, I'd like to see Kerry Washington.
Ooh. That's a good call.
I want her to play a villain role.
Yeah.
I want to see her doing that. That's a little bit outside of her wheelhouse for sure. I'm trying to think back to her slate. Yeah. Yeah, she's never had like a real meaty role like that, being an antagonist.
That'd be really cool.
She went a little bit dark on Scandal for like a season or two, but it just didn't get quite there. And I think that she needs to be on the big screen more, for sure.
This go wrong.
If she was driving the car, something's going to happen to it. It'll explode or something.
Kerry Washington's a very good call.
Yeah.
That would be rad. I would love to see her. Like
Kerry Washington for Fast 10. No, wait, no. Now
it would be a sidequel.
Now it's Fast and Furious Presents.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes.
This is where we're at now.
Sub-series.
This is where we're at now. That's so weird to me. Like, The Conjuring Presents.
No one thought this was happening with Fast Furious.
No.
No one. Yeah, there you go.
That's fair.
Kerry Washington.
I'm into that a lot. That'd be really cool.
Yeah.
I have a weird spin-off idea.
Okay.
And it's so... Okay, like, here's the thing, right? Like, they could all be big, cool, big blockbuster action-y things. This one is like a crazy comic book movie, Hobbs and Shaw. Hear me out.
Okay.
What if we take a couple of weird side characters and just give them a smaller movie? Yes, I want a Rico and Tigo spin-off movie Think about it. Like, a small, like, $10 million movie where we see them just do weird, odd jobs. Maybe we can throw in a guest star appearance from any of the other characters from Fast and Furious, but just, like, their weird adventures.
Okay. Almost like Mario and Luigi.
Almost like Mario and Luigi. Yeah, like it could have some action, but be like weird comedy and just throw in like their side adventures. Like that's something like that's what I would pitch, and no one will make that movie. But come
on, Jesse, you have to get your movie made here. Are we gonna have a cameo appearance by anybody?
Yeah, of course.
No,
we can get Vin in there for a tiny bit. Hell, maybe have Vin direct. He did direct them in the DVD only Fast and the Furious movie.
I've got like real life Vin stories I can't get into. But he is a hot ass mess.
We are not
Firefest. Hashtag fire fail.
We are not bringing in Ja Rule.
I was talking to Marco about this earlier. We were playing GTA 5. I was like, what should I pitch for this? I was like, what about Ja Rule? Would people be interested? He's like, I was gonna fucking see Ja Rule in the Fast and Furious movie. He was the worst part. Like, okay.
Especially now after 2 documentaries about his failed.
And he is getting no flack from that. That's so strange. But, okay. Are you done?
I am done with my pitch. How
okay, mine feels so elaborate. Okay, here we go. Jezer, are you ready?
Oh my gosh.
Are you...
There's a cue?
Okay, so, I'm sorry, I'm getting to my text here.
No.
Okay, picture this. The 2 most popular characters in the franchise, the comedic duo, Ludacris and Tyrese.
Okay, it makes sense.
Okay, fronting the lines. It makes the most sense to do a spin-off. We got Tyrese here.
Let her finish the pitch. I'll believe you.
It's like it's going to be so good.
Damn,
Look at that. We got body. We got handsomeness, okay? We got a strong black character here. So Ludacris and Tyrese had to infiltrate the music industry due to some new drug being administered audibly that was secretly developed by terrorists. And one of those terrorists is Kanye West.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Keep going. Keep going.
He is totally down taking profit participation points from this. Drake is involved. There's a lot of subliminal messages coming through. And Ludacris has to make friends with Drake to get in there. And then picture this. We got my boy Idris and Hobbs and Shaw. Who's my next man? John Hamm. Is the handler, label executive. And that's a winner. 1.3 billion worldwide at the box office. Universal, you better give me and Daniel some story by credits.
Oh,
and that is
the Oscar
goes to
holy crap!
The next spin-off for Fast and Furious.
I was not ready for that.
She just stands that bad boy.
Like,
what does that say? Deep dreaming?
Keep dreaming. John Hamm, that's me.
He sent me a video, a birthday video.
Holy, to tie it into the, Tyrese, you're right.
He is brought to tears by this, and of course we have to have the lovely, oh God, I forgot her character name, but oh my God, she's great.
Oh my God.
She's great.
The idea of tying it to the music industry is pretty cool, and I like the idea of just making Kanye the bad guy.
Listen, tech is in. You have to have the tech dude. Throw Tyrese in as the comedic foil. He needs a job. He's going to be really upset if there's another spin-off film and he's not in it. But he's not going to have any issues if he's in it and, it's not part of the main franchise. He's going to be okay.
It's going to be okay, Tyrese.
It's going to be okay. You're in this one, Tyrese. Okay? Stop candy-assing.
The idea of playing with the music industry, I think legitimately that's actually kind of fun. I would like to see that in this franchise.
Subliminal message.
That's like
I'm going to be doing.
Also, yeah, again, we have superpowered Idris Elba as a cyborg. Let's go subliminal messages. Why not?
We could do anything now. After we saw the Hobbs and Shaw trailer, people are like, this is the Avengers now.
No, yeah.
This is the Avengers
Anything
now.
is possible. Dreams are alive.
That's it. It's officially jumped the shark, but it's going to make mad money.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my God. This was a fun show. I think that's all I have.
Yeah.
That pitch took a lot out of me. I really want to see this movie. So, Universal, if you're watching this, and I know you are, please get in touch with me.
Just take my little idea for the quarter of her budget, and I can make that happen in a weekend.
Oh my God. Genius from Blair says, what about Bow Wow? Okay. You don't have to shut up. Okay, so no, I also talked to Marco. I was like, what about Bow Wow? He's like, no! Who's going to go to the movies to watch Bow Wow? Just so we know you will.
You big fan of Like Mike?
Like Mike.
The answer was apparently yes. So, all right, we got one ticket for the little Bow Wow spinoff movie.
Oh my goodness.
His car was the Hulk, remember that?
The Hulk. So when is Fast 9 supposed to be coming out? Next year, right?
Next year.
Or is it 2021?
I think they're probably filming this year, so it might come out next year. They shoot in April. Okay. Justin Lin is back, right? Yeah, so that actually gets me excited.
That's good. Yeah, that's good.
That gets me excited.
Justin Lin is back, so James Wan is out. Okay.
Yeah, James, because he's currently been sleeping with the fishes. So
That's true. Yeah, no time to prep for the next film, but that's good. Justin Lin is back. He helmed the franchise for a very long time.
He's the reason.
Yes, Tyrese. Fast 9 is gonna be great.
Don't worry.
Oh my gosh,
Don't
Tyrese.
worry.
Get this man some Kleenex,
Seriously.
please. So yeah, guys, let us know your thoughts in the comments there about Hobbs and Shaw. I'm gonna be there opening night. I'm gonna pre-order the ticket. Is because I know it's going to be sold out for weeks on end. Do we have any last comments to address here?
It looks like Toad Kid said if he won the lottery, he would watch it. It looks like I would watch a Bow Wow spinoff. Would you fund the Bow Wow spinoff?
I watched Lottery Ticket, so I would watch a Bow
Wow. Oh, you watched Lottery Ticket.
What is that?
That is a movie with Bow Wow.
Oh, no.
Oh, you're in. Then, all right. I guess that's 2 tickets. It's 2 tickets for the Bow Wow spinoff.
I'd like to thank the Academy and Peter Dinklage for creating this glove for me. The pitches are great. I have a great team. Daniel Jerome, Okay,
all right. Thank you for watching this week's Box Office Showdown. Catch us next week. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel.
Yes.
Anything else you want to say?
No, you guys can follow me on Instagram at @TheRealMiggySpicy. I do now have a public Instagram, so I know there's a bunch of you waiting on my private Instagram. Move it on over to my public one, please.
Yeah.
Shut up. And then you can find me on Twitter at MiggySpicy down there.
Okay. You can find me on Twitter at JustinKeyson and Instagram at JustinQuiz. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for the super chat. Who gave us a super chat?
Ryan.
Ryan, thank you for the super chat. Catch us next week. We'll talk about more movies and other upcoming excitement. Yeah.
Yes. We're going to have a lot of maybe some videos from our Super Bowl party. Good night, everyone.
Take care.